What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel, the stream, and welcome aboard. Welcome back. I'd like to introduce a close friend of mine, someone who's been flying aerobatics and specifically with the DCS Blue Angels for many years now. My buddy Coopinator. Coop, you there?
Yeah, how's it going?
Hey, what's going on, dude? So in the past few months, Coop and I have started developing a pretty close relationship. We've been flying together here and there. He's working on a new video with the DCS Blue Angels that should be coming out pretty soon. Coop, you have any comments on that or anything you want to say about that?
Yeah, sure. Just working on a kind of a 2-year project in the making. Just working on a full-length demo video that we've been trying to do for about 2 years, and I think we're about there. It's just in its final stages of getting touched up, and it should be out by the end of the month.
Awesome. Yeah, I'm definitely really excited, and I'd like to publicly thank you for allowing me to take a small part in it as the maintenance officer.
Yeah, of course.
Huge honor, man, for sure. But so today we're just sitting here in the Aerobatics Online server, and Coop's going to be taking me up under his wing, literally, and we'll be doing I think Coop, I think you have planned to do like a flat show training session with me.
Yeah, I was actually gonna take us out over a little bit of a training area up a little bit to the north. It looks like we're at a Napa right now. So I'll take us up a little bit to the north over the beach line, and we'll get some high show stuff going. We'll get some loops, some rolls, and just try and get you comfortable in the slot position.
Yeah, absolutely. Let me turn you up a little bit there.
Okay.
And hop into DCS. And let me just configure the jet here. So get the strobes on. Strobes off. Can't forget the blinkers. Yeah, man, it's this definitely I will, and this is one thing I've told my buddy Coop, that it's doing this kind of flying. They make it look easy in their videos, and I can tell you from a personal experience, from starting to train with these guys, that it's not whatsoever. It's absolutely, it's like relearning how to fly all over again. I mean, you think you know what you're doing, especially that I've been flying the ED Hornet for 2 years now, and I've logged probably over 1,000 hours in this jet, and hopping in back in with these guys, it's like a whole new realm of flying. When you say Coop.
Yeah, I mean, I think the big thing is just like the level of precision which you're looking for. I mean, it's kind of similar to if you do a lot of carrier ops in DCS world. You're familiar with the kind of precision that requires you to really perfect the motions of a carrier landing, and so aiming for that 3-wire is obviously the goal. Whereas for what the kind of flying we're doing, it's a little more extended. It's about 45 minutes of pretty precise flying. So I think that's probably the big difference is you just have to learn how to manage that level of precision, and it just takes time. I mean, it's an equation of practice. The more you practice, the easier it gets, and it's never extremely easy, but you get used to the way the jet flies, and you kind of figure out what you're supposed to do at the right time, and it makes it a little more easy. The more times you practice.
Yeah, I think we got a guy over to our right.
Yeah,
That's pretty cool. So what would you say is the hardest maneuver to fly as part of the Blue Angels demo?
It depends. There's a lot of aspects of every maneuver that in of itself has its intrinsic difficulty. Like for example, flying the 3-jet, the Diamond 360, it's my responsibility to set the closeness of the formation. So you're talking some days 2 feet, some days you're talking several inches, and so that's definitely hard, but it some fights it's a little, I don't know, sometimes it depends. Liner breast loops really hard, um, and then some echelon stuff's pretty difficult as well, so stacking out on my wing, left echelon roll was probably the hardest one for us all to learn, and then eventually we just kind of figured out what works best. You know, one of the things we had to learn is as much as you want to, replicate the exact demonstration, it doesn't translate one-to-one to DCS, so we can try and hit the parameters as best as possible, but at the end of the day, what makes the most sense and works best in DCS is what we ended up doing. So that one was probably the longest time it took us to learn a maneuver was the left echelon roll, and it was definitely hard.
Yeah, for sure. And, the other thing I was going to say, too, is these guys, I mean, this team that they're up and coming in the community with Eagle Dynamics. And, again, it is a true honor to fly with these guys. They're the best at what they do, in my opinion. And, they're this team's ethos, and I'm proud to be a team friend and a trainee of these guys, but they're all about just having fun, flying some jets and, messing around. It's not about, it's not about personal pride or credit or clout to them at all whatsoever. It's just about getting up in a jet, having a good time, and saying like, hey, one day me and my buddies, we flew the Blue Angels demo to, as close to the real standard operating procedures as you can get in one of the in the world's most high fidelity simulator. So, I think that's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's cool because, like you said, this just started from when the Hornet came out in DCS World, and we just started doing it because that was something we'd always wanted to do in DCS World, and it literally has just continued from then. It hasn't changed. Why we do it hasn't changed. It's just because we enjoy doing it, and I feel like, if you can preach that in the community of, just do it because you enjoy it and no other reason, then, your skill and your passion will show through it rather than doing something because you have to. I think that's where it kind of starts to deviate of this is a simulator, but it's also a game, and at the end of the day, it's just all about having fun with each other and
exactly
going out there and doing something that you can take pride in. I think that's another big thing is we take pride in the way we do it, and we can be proud at the end of the day of the way we do it.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, well, without further ado, I'm not going to stall these guys anymore. We'll I think my ladder's out. We'll get up and going if that's okay with you, man.
Yeah, cool. Let's see. What kind of do you want to do a formation takeoff? If that's cool with you, we can do that.
Yeah, I've been working on it. We can see kind of how I fare today.
Cool. So the game plan: we'll taxi out to the right, do a takeoff from right to left from where we're parked right now. And then I'll take us up north to a beach line, and like I said, we'll just kind of start working. We'll do some rolls, we'll do some loops, and then some higher G turns as well. Just get you comfortable in the slot position. And if you want to move to a wing as well at any point, just kind of feel around. But I'm cool with you being in slot, and we'll just go through some stuff, get you comfortable back there.
All right, if it's okay with you, I'll probably I'll continue flying left wing.
Okay, sounds good. Yeah.
All right.
We'll plan on that then.
Okay.
Cool. All right, I got my battery on. I am ready when you are.
All right, I'm good to go.
All right, stand by the ladders. Ladders up now. Stand by the canopies. Canopies down now.
All right, left engine crank.
I'm almost up on my left. I almost got to it.
Okay.
And then we'll reset the altimeter altimeter, we'll keep it at 2992. So it should be at 150 feet right here.
Yep.
Okay, cool.
Get the INS alignment going. All right, I'm up and running. I'm pretty sure my blinker's off.
Yeah, you look good.
All right.
Coops up 9, come 1.
Ducks up 9.
Coops going on the spring.
Duck. Just gonna do a quick control wipe here, making sure everything is good. I'm not noticing anything erroneous.
Yeah, I've had times where when you do this, I've noticed the stabs are 2 or 3 down without any trim intervention or whatnot, so typically I just pick a new jet after that because I don't really know why it does that.
Yeah.
It makes it really hard to fly.
Yeah, absolutely.
Got about 20 more seconds of my alignment.
Got about 30-ish seconds.
Okay, cool.
I'm gonna recycle the bleeder. Gotta get those vents.
I know, right? Pick off checks.
Duck.
Check yours. Mug pressure on. Check your trim set. Check your heading normal. Heading is 125. Check your altimeter set 2992 for corrected field elevation of 150 feet. Check your bearer warning 0. Check your FCS 12. 30, 30, 30. 1 down. Check your fuel check seat arm till the lights out.
Duck.
Check your smoke pressure on. Smoke on. Okay. Cool, I'm good when you are.
All right, I'm good to go.
Alright, and I'll just have you taxi on my left wing.
Okay. Yeah, I had to readjust this mic because it was messing with the track IR last time.
Oh, your mic?
Yeah, the boom.
Oh, yeah, I remember you telling me about that. Come on, give me 2 on the left wing.
I like
Set up 70% lateral.
I like the new spool up sounds. That
Yeah, they're super cool.
it's almost scary. It's,
Yeah,
it's like
really accurate to what the real jet does.
it's very like intense sounding. All right, so from my point of view, if you guys are watching this, what you can see is I'm shooting to align Coop's left missile rail just over his nose gear strut.
Yeah, that's what's crazy about this stuff is literally any time the jet's moving, there's a checkpoint you can use to look at.
Right.
You know if you're in the right spot. It's pretty for the wing guys. It's it's just fly your checkpoint for an hour.
Flying paint.
Obviously, it's a little bit harder than that, but that's an extremely simplified version of what you're doing. I'll bring power back, setting up 69% on the roll.
Okay.
Use brakes. No more brakes. Use brakes. No more brakes. Easy brakes. No more brakes. Camera. Continuous left.
Yeah, it's like a little half roundabout.
Yeah, weird.
Yeah, it is really weird.
We'll take the runway if this guy takes off. If not, we'll just switch short. Alright, cool. We'll line up and wait.
Oh, there he goes. Watch him strike us. He does like a half Cuban and then just comes down on top of us.
Yeah, I know, for real. Alright, come left. Easy bricks. Add more bricks. Easy bricks. Bricks.
All right, so now I'm just setting a takeoff trim, and then I'm going to give him the signal after we run him up to let him know that I'm ready to go. And for the team, it's a just a quick head nod because actually, Coop, can you look back at me and do it?
Yep.
Yep. So see right there, it's really cool in DCS how it models the head movement like that. So wherever I'm actually looking with the track IR is where the my pilot NPC is looking, which is really awesome.
Yeah, it used to be only lateral head movements, but I think either DCS updated or our mod has it to where the vertical head movements are imposed as well, and that obviously helped us on that aspect.
Right.
Alright, cool. We can run up 85, and then I'll look back in just a sec. Look, on. Bricks down. Burners ready now. Alright, set.
So it's definitely a little bit better. Getting used to it.
A little drive.
It's definitely a lot better than the first time, that's for sure.
Burners ready now. Using power. Using more power. Smoke off. Come left. Diesel power 375. Further left. 370. Use a little more power.
Alright, I'm on your inside and I'm about to slot in. Got somebody on our 6 as well.
Okay.
So, yeah, we'll see what happens with that. I can hear their jets roaring behind me.
Yeah, it gets pretty loud in the diamond. Useful. Rolling out. Use a little power. Not sure if you've done this yet, so I'll introduce it to you. So when we do remote shows, there's another set of check-ins we do, and so it'll be arrival checks, and then you'll just obviously repeat your call sign, and then I'll run through the checks, and they're pretty self-explanatory, and then you'll just repeat your call sign once you've confirmed that all the checks are good. So we can run through that one since we're kind of going away from the field a little bit.
All right, copy.
So, yep, so it'll be arrival checks.
Doc.
Check your smoke pressure on. Check your altimeter set 2992 for connected. Set up on elevation as your sheet. Check your tax hat on. Roll in the field.
Doc.
And you'll just turn your tax on. That's the one thing you got to do is turn the tax hat on.
Ooh.
And then other than that, everything should already be kind of preloaded, if that makes sense.
Yep. Is he still on us?
Yeah, he's a good ways behind us. We'll probably end up losing him in some of these maneuvers.
All right.
Yeah, we'll just keep going out here for a little bit. There's a nice little coastline that we can fly up and down. Not worry about. It's kind of away from everyone. I wanted to get away from the airfield, so
yeah.
Tried to fly.
I'm actually like nicely in position right now.
Nice. Yeah, it looks good. Looks smooth.
I'm gonna jinx myself. So one of our team members actually developed all of the mods that you see in the cockpit in front of you, along with a custom flight control stick spring, which puts tension on the virtual flight stick of the aircraft to assist with flying precision stick movements such as this. And you're responsible for these liveries, right?
Yep. Yeah. That's what a lot of this is a team effort. A lot of guys put a good bit of hours into this. I'm gonna roll back to the left real quick. Rolling out and coming left. But yeah, it's a lot of hours went into the mods, particularly the stopwatch and pumps. Those mods are honestly some of the best mods that have been introduced to the DCS community with just regards to like physical, visual acuity of them. They're just really well done.
All right. Yeah. I mean, they're professional class. I mean, payware class, really.
Yeah, I would agree. All right, cool. So what? Kind of this beach line off to our right is what we're gonna work down. And it looks like that guy kind of went somewhere else. So that's cool.
Okay. Yeah, I thought he was gonna try to slot in on us.
Yeah, I don't. Doesn't look like he's going to. So what we'll do is we'll do a 180-degree turn down this beach line right here. I got my course set on it, so we'll kind of just run up and down it, and we'll do some loop some rolls stuff, and then kind of introduce you into some dirty configuration setup as well as some high G turns and some echelon stuff as well of just kind of banana passes and then an echelon roll or something like that, just to kind of get you a feel for the different types of rolls we do.
Okay. Yeah, I'd also like to clarify that, you know, this isn't my first time, like, hopping in this jet, that doing this kind of flying with these guys. You can't just, like, hop in and expect to do this, so, you know, definitely just the amount of time it takes just to even fly flat and level this close. I mean, I'm a few feet from your missile rail, if that. You know, Coop has been flying with me for a while now, so the stuff
yeah, and to echo kind of off of that too is I give all the credit of our flying. You know, there's a lot of good, maybe skilled pilots on our team, but it's the flight leader that really makes and breaks us. Of
yeah, absolutely.
Skill level, and I give a lot of props to ours for his ability to be so super consistent.
Oh yeah, is that it?
Oh hey, you're on stream right now, Flex.
We were just talking about you actually. Coming right.
Oh, who's streaming?
Doc.
Oh, what's your handle? Is it on Discord? Can I see that?
YouTube.com/thiskindproductions.
This Kind Productions.
Little pull. We're on the AO. If you want to join us. We're on the game mods one. If you want to join us.
Copy, Roger. We'll over 10 for it.
Alright, so first thing we'll do is set up here. We'll do a set up for like a little bit of a roll. See how that starts off. You feel for that?
Okay, yeah. Oh, I'd like to warm up a little bit too, because with some turns.
I'll do a delta roll. It's a little bit more benign than the diamond roll, and like a nice little chance to just feel it out. And I'll modify it a little bit so it's really smooth. Not quite the parameters I have to hit for the demo. Alright, ease bolt rolling out. Little pull. 2. Level. Smoke. Huh.
Yeah, I'm oscillating bad. Oh, man.
comes the pole.
I'm overshooting. That was wild. You're below me?
Yep, 740 feet below you. Just right off your 10 o'clock coming left.
Alright, I'll slot back in on you.
Sounds good. Coming further left. 370.
Yeah, that's not easy. At all.
365, adding a little power. Useful. Rolling out. Easel power.
And this kind of flying is really just, and Coop can comment on this too, it's really more about, you know, experience and time and being able to predict the jet and know exactly what it's going to do in each maneuver.
Yeah, exactly. That's kind of referencing to what I had mentioned earlier about it's just a mere equation of how many times you practice this and how consistent the person leading is, and the higher those numbers are for each of them, the better it's going to look. So, you know, I can speak to a diamond roll that we do. I know exactly at the last like 45 degrees of roll that boss is going to slow it down a little bit on the roll, and there's a little bit more pull. And if I know that every time, then it's easy to predict. But if it's the first time seeing that, it might be a little bit harder.
Right.
Cool. All right, I'm going to do a right-hand 360 turn.
Okay.
We'll pull about 2.2 Gs on this one.
Okay.
Just kind of get you some G warm on this. All right, coming right. Coming further right. A little. Pull. Little more. Pull. Little more pull. Little more pull. Adding a hair power.
The amount of focus this takes is just unreal.
Little pull.
Millimeters.
Adding a little more power. Adding a hair more power. Alright, here was the rollout. Ease the pull. Roll it out. Ease and power. Ease and a little more power.
I think the longer we fly, you know, like you guys are used to getting right in a jet and warmed up, and that's something you were talking about too, that it's, you know, hard to like get in these jets and expect to have yourself ready to go for a demo.
Yeah. Even,
it takes me a while just to get warm and comfortable.
Yeah, I mean the first maneuver we do is a half Cuban 8 into a loop, and it's like it gets you warmed up really quick because you're like,
Yeah.
all right, wow, okay, we're really going into this, and then from there on out, it's kind of like you're kind of ready to go at that point. Okay, I'm gonna do another. I'll do a little right turn, and then we'll come back to the left. I'm gonna pull about the same amount of G's, but this time a left-hand turn, and we'll do a 180-degree turn.
Okay, copy.
All right, coming right. Coming further right. A little. I'm gonna hold it right here, and then come back to the left in just a sec. Come left. In further left. Ease and a hair power. A little.
Yeah, I'm in PIO right now.
Cool, so yeah, basically, once I hit PIO, I just try and neutralize, worry about the vertical movement first, so just neutralize that, and even if you drift out a little bit, then you can focus on correcting the horizontal distance, but the first priority is correcting your PIO distance, or your PIOing. Good pull. Adding air power.
Yeah, so for those of you that don't know, PIO is pilot-induced oscillation, so...
We're gonna roll out here. He's full roll now.
Okay. So yeah, when I'm trying to correct a movement, I'm overcorrecting because I'm not... I don't have the muscle memory completely memorized.
Alright, smoke off. What we'll do here, rolling out. I'll actually show you a dirty configuration setup, just to kind of get used to that. Get you like the feel for what that kind of feels like in setting up for a dirty configuration pass.
Yeah, absolutely.
So typically what we do first is we drop the hooks, so you'll hear the cadence. We'll do it in just a sec, but the cadence is drop the hooks, and then it's like drop the hooks, drop. So that's kind of how it works.
Okay.
And then you'll hear stand by the boards, and you know that one. And then it's drop the gear is the other call. And you'll just hear, it's kind of the same thing. You'll just drop the gear right after you hear that. So it'll be, if you're ready to do it, I'm ready to go through it.
All right, let's do it.
All right. Drop the hooks. Stand by the boards. Ease and power. Ease and a little more power. It's a little dynamic just because you're changing the configuration of the jet and close formation. It's just good to feel moving other switches in the cockpit as well as maintaining your different power settings you're going to have.
I am all over today.
Oh, you're good. Alright, stand by the gear. Gear. Boards up. Adding power. Adding a little more power. Power set. You probably feel it doesn't take a whole lot of more power to fly in the dirty configuration. It's just once we select afterburner that you really feel the drag.
Yeah, it's crazy that I can see the wind spinning your wheels right now.
Yeah, I think that's actually an ED thing that I see yours spinning too. They used to be locked, and then now they've moved. So I think that's an animation thing, but I'm not exactly sure.
Yeah.
I can give you a taste of what it's like to go into afterburner. We won't go into the vertical, but I can show you what it's like to go into afterburner, and then we'll bring it back.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, so basically what we'll do is we will I'll call burners ready now, and it's like the takeoff. Once I say like now, that's when I'm actually selecting a burner, and then yeah, it'll just be another burner selection, and I'll say burners ready now to deselect as well. And then we'll probably put the boards out pretty quickly because what's going to happen is we're going to speed up a lot, and I don't want to get this too fast. So I'm actually bringing the power back before we do this.
Okay.
The power's coming back, oh god, easing a little power. Easing a little more power. And typically I think we come in this maneuver, flex if I'm right, about 240.
He might be gone.
Gotcha. Yeah, I think it's usually around 240 is what we set up for the dirty wing bat. We're pretty much approaching that. Alright, we'll set up for right here. Burners ready now. There's that burner. Burners ready now. Ease and power.
See, yeah,
power.
Just like the takeoff, trying to synchronize my jet with his, it's just hundreds of hours of practice, and, you know, it's definitely, you think you can fly the ED Hornet, and then you jump in with these guys, and it's like, I do not know how to fly this jet at all.
But right. And then the gear up and the hook up are the same way, so it'll be hook up.
All right, did you execute? You executed
Yeah,
that?
sorry.
Okay.
Yeah. You jump, put the hook, and then I'll call the gear. Gear up. Adding power. Further right. Going further right. Alright, we'll set up for a just a standard loop on this one. If you want, I would recommend go to slot on this one, get a feel for it, and then we'll do another one on left wing. Just kind of get a feel for how I do it. It's going to be different than anyone else you flew off of, ease and power. Just because by nature we all fly differently. So you kind of get a feel for what I do, and slot gives you a little bit easier of a chance to figure it out. And then once you figure that out of how it feels, then you can try it on a wing, and it might help out a little bit.
Okay, yeah, so I'm taking the slot position now.
And once we roll out here, I'll go right into it.
God, the sound of your engines burning right in front of my face is crazy with headphones on.
Ease and simple, roll and out something. Ease and a hair power. Up we go. A little more pull. Adding power. Adding a little more power. Vertical 9 and 9. Easy power. Easy more.
Yeah, I'm already losing you. That's crazy.
Stand by that boards. Comes the pull. Just a little more pull. Easy power. Easy more power. My boards did not go out. What the heck? Get by the boards.
Yeah, that's why I can't catch up to you.
Yeah, that would explain that. That's my bad. We'll do another one. I'll slow down to 350.
Alright, just give me a couple seconds here.
Power 380.
Yeah, definitely the vertical maneuvers are something I haven't tried before, and it's a whole new level of difficulty.
Check your boards. Boards are out. That's gonna make it hard to catch up to me.
Oh yeah, I lift them up.
I'm at 385 using power.
Yeah, I was even compensating with the boards with power. All right, I'm at 400.
Alright, cool. I'm gonna come back to the left. Common left. Adding a little power. Further left, 377. A little pull. $374, little pull.
I'm gonna slot in on your left wing.
Yeah, if that's what, if you want to do that, that sounds good to me. Put up for another loop here. And I'll actually put my boards out this time. That'll probably help you out a little bit. Alright, add in a little power. Ease out some pull. Roll. And out something. Adding power. Adding a little more power. Wings are level. Up we go. A little more pull. A little more pull. power. Vertical 7-2. Easy power. Easy more power. Stand by that boards. Comes the pole.
Altitude.
Easy spot. Easy spot.
That was the closest I ever flew that.
Nice job, dude. Yeah, I looked over a few times. Look good.
Oh.
Easy spot. Boards up. Adding power.
My track IR is doing like weird shit too.
Huh.
Like I'd be looking at you and then it would like kind of like glitch and flick. It would almost like zoom in, which would really mess with me.
Make sure there's no light, direct light hitting it.
I think
That usually messes with
no, it's because of the mic.
Ah, I gotcha. Okay. Coming left. Smoke off. Alright, I'll set up for, this is like, one of the passes I was talking about is the Diamond 360. Big thing on this one is just keeping it smooth. So this is the one where we fly anywhere from 18 to, 7 inches, 6 inches, something like that. It's pretty intense. Just keep it to where you normally keep it, Tightness is not as good as smoothness, and so we'll work on smoothness first, and then tightness comes later. But just focus on, it's about 2 Gs, so just focus on being smooth and maintaining your spot in this, and that's really what we're looking for here at the start.
Okay.
Any of you boys see an aircraft carrier around here?
What's up?
Hello.
Using the pull, rolling out. Easy power. Stand by the boards. Pull.
Did it again, the track IR. Sorry, I'm working with it.
Boards up. Using air power. Adding a little more power. Adding air power set. Coming left. Coming further left. Coming further left.
Oh.
Little pull. Adding air power.
Yeah, I guess, the more we fly too, like you're working on that video, and as soon as that's done, I mean, I can only imagine it's going to wind up being like a maneuver by maneuver basis of training.
Yeah.
That's probably the best way to handle and tackle this stuff. One pattern that I'm noticing is that for whatever reason, I'm always low.
Yeah, it's pretty typical just from the under G. Trying not to get high. Adding power. Adding more power. Smoke off. Useful. Rolling out. That's not surprising just because you kind of find your set, and then I might start pulling a little bit harder when I say a little more pull, and it's getting used to how much that's going to be.
Right. Oh, the sun.
I'll get you out of it here in just a second. Turn back to the right.
Oh, I was saying it looks amazing in this sim.
I know.
The
Usually look at it,
the lighting.
Yeah, I know for some of the maneuvers when you look directly at the sun, it makes it hard.
Yeah,
Pull.
you can't see the paint.
A little more pull.
So I don't know if you guys know what I'm trying to aim for here, but typically when they fly, it's at the wing root, and it's called a wingtip fence on the port side of the fuselage, and they're trying to align the words FA-18 with the top of the wing fence, which is on the left wing. On the other side, it's NET after Hornet on the text, and you'll see that once I get a little bit closer here. Just forward of the wing root on the fuselage there. So that's how I know I'm very, lower than I should be right now.
Useful. Rolling out.
That, and it's different going from one lead to the next, like flying with Nozzle and Razor to flying with you. It's...
Yeah, we all have our different picks about us when the way we lead.
Yeah, absolutely.
Set up for another loop right here. Adding power. Adding more. Power. Adding a little more power. Oh, come on. Up we go. A little more. Oh, a little more. Oh. Adding power. Power set. Vertical 8. Oh. Easy power. Easy more power. Stand by the boards. Comes the useful.
Oh,
Useful.
Flex, I'm coming over.
Okay.
I'm good now. I know why I'm flying so sloppy
Useful.
from going to the gym yesterday, and my arms feel like
Adding power.
jello still.
What's up? Left, come on left.
Yeah, I'll do it.
Coming further left, adding a little power. Alright, I'll set us up for a higher G banana pass. It'll be like kind of like what we did 2 maneuvers ago. It'll be closer to the 2.5 G range. Just kind of show you a little bit more what that's like. We'll keep it in left turn, that's a little more standard.
Okay.
And just check your smoke.
Yeah, the turns are, obviously I'm way more comfortable in a turn than I am doing any kind of vertical maneuver.
Easy a little power. Easy more power. Little ball. Little ball. Easy whoop, bro. No. Little pull. 2. Level.
Yeah, I'm flying like poo-poo today, but that's all right.
Little pull, little level. Smoke. Come on. Adding a little power. Adding a little more power. Coming left. Okay. Coming further up, adding a little power. A little pull. Little more pull.
Yeah, I am all over the place.
Using a hair power. Using a little more power. The pull. Little more pull. Useful. Rolling out.
And another thing that Coop teaches too is, I'd rather not kill the right slot or him than try to be the hero and be as as pretty as I can be, because that's how these guys train too. Safety. Obviously we're just in a game, but it's never fun when someone takes out someone else's jet, and if you feel terrible.
one other thing is it messes up the track, so it gives us a lot of incentive to really focus on not hitting each other.
Right.
I'd rather you get out than have us not have a track.
Right, exactly.
Cool. If you want to, we can set up for another run down the beach line, essentially. And if you want to hop over to the right side, we'll do straight and level in just a second. And you can see what an echelon pass would look like, just straight and level.
Okay, yeah.
Did you want him on the side of me?
Actually, Flex, yeah, Flex, how about you fly left wing, you fly inner left, and he can fly outer left on you. He's a little more comfortable on the left side.
Alright.
So just hang out with where you're at right now, and then I'll bring us down the beach line, coming right.
Alright, I'll space out for Flex. You said you want Flex on the inside?
Yeah, that sounds good. I think her power. For the right.
Oh, I haven't done left in a while.
Middle.
It's not a blue jet. Just big thing here is just line up the helmets.
Right.
I'll try to be smooth. No promises. I don't usually get that much wing time anymore.
Yeah, for those of you guys, I don't know if I introduced you guys. This is Flex. He's the our lead jet on the team. He's I was asking Coop, you know, how come Flex is leading and everything, and really Coop was telling me how you're just the smoothest out of everyone else. And for people that think that, you know, and me and Coop are talking about this too, for people that think that flying lead jet is easier, it's not. It's actually the hardest job in the Diamond by far.
Yeah, 100%.
I am very stressed out.
Like, he's not flying off of anyone, but he's responsible to not slam anyone else into the ground, among a ton of other things.
When he knows there's 3 guys flying right behind him, that's gonna get mad at him if he messes something up.
Yeah, exactly.
4 or 5.
Smoke one. Yeah, man, this is Echelon. And then obviously it's a little harder. The one thing I can teach you on this is trying to ignore what happens with Flex's jet and literally just find a spot where you can see my jet, preferably like a hair higher than Flex, and like you can just see my jet a lot easier, and it makes it, it's called flying through. So like whenever I'm flying an Echelon pass, I actually fly through Razor. So I don't actually watch him. I watch Flex's jet, and I just fly and react based off Flex's jet, and I trust that Razor's not gonna impede into my box.
Right.
Big hack, just literally line up the heads. That's the easiest way to look through, because obviously the canopy is transparent. And the deeper, well, I'm not supposed to be super deep. I'm just flying the text right now. But if I'm deep, you'll be able to see him better. If I'm flat, you won't see him that much.
Okay. See, I noticed that in the track when I was flying with Nozzle and Razor, that in the Echelon, I was on the outside, but on the right Echelon, and Razor was in sync with the lead jet, and I was doing my own thing.
Right.
You know? So that definitely explains it.
So I'll do a right-hand turn, and you can just kind of, this is for an appreciation demo of you getting to see, like, one of the maneuvers we do is left echelon roll. So we set up for a right-hand turn into the maneuver, and honestly, I think the turn is honestly worse than the roll itself, just because it's a really nasty turnaround to set up for the maneuver. So
Right.
you kind of get a feel for that. So we'll come right, coming right. They'll kind of just see what that feels like. I'm trying to fly off of me through another person.
Yeah, it's definitely very challenging for sure. This is definitely the hardest flying, some of the hardest flying in existence, doing what we're doing right here, without a doubt.
Looks good out there. Yeah, echelon flying is not fun. The only thing I think
No.
is less fun is line of rest. But honestly, line of rest, these maneuvers become fun when you know that you can do them, and it's just a matter of executing them properly. They become fun because it's like a big challenge, and that's something I enjoy. Like with the line of rest loop is, you know, you might have a bad maneuver one day, but then the next day it feels really good and really easy. And you're
Right.
like, wow, that was fun.
Dude, your leading edge slat is like 60 degrees down right now.
Is it really? Flex, do you mind popping out in front real quick for a loop, and so he can get a feel off of you?
Yeah, I'll go down to the right there.
Hang on, let me roll out real quick. Rolling out.
Oh, now it's flat.
Yeah, so I'll let you get a chance to feel a loop off of Flex.
It's gonna be 2.5 G's of fun.
Alright, you ugly.
Okay, I'm going down to the right and ahead.
Okay, sounds good. So off.
Focus off.
Coop, you taking
I'm gonna be outside of you.
Okay.
375 level at 1,200 feet above the ground.
Just check your smoke, Doc. There you go.
I'm focusing so much that I'm like forgetting shit.
Nah, you're good, dude. Alright, you got 3 Flex.
Coming, easy left. Going further left. Of an old hole. Did you want to keep playing around just north of Anapo or kind of out of the way?
Yeah, I just kind of hidden, so I didn't want people seeing our smoke and whatnot.
Yeah.
I've just been working kind of this area.
Yeah, you can see it from the airport if someone's like, I'd say 4K or above.
Gotcha.
Everyone here?
Yep, you got 3.
Okay. A little bit more turn to go in normal. Set up the loop. So standard loop?
Yep.
Okay. Is the ball rolling out. Okay, I'm gonna add up the power a little bit. Try to leave a little bit of leeway for you, and then it's gonna be a 2.5 G loop.
Okay.
Alright,
Sounds good.
here we go. Adding power. Adding more power. Power set. Smoke on. Up we go. A little more. A little more. Power set. That's 2.5. Vertical 8.2. Easy power. Easy more power. Stand by upwards. Upwards. Come stop. Hold.
Doc's breaking.
Yep, you're good.
Ease double.
Got you inside.
Ease double.
All right. Yeah, I see you over there.
Yeah, cool. Let me,
More.
once we roll out of this, I'll kind of talk you through some things I saw.
Smoke. Off. Boards up. Coming easy left. Adding a little power.
Let me, stay out wide for a sec, Doc, and I'm gonna hop in on that left wing and kind of demo something real quick for you real quick.
Okay.
Let you get a visual.
I'm off to
What-
the right here.
Yep, come on my left wing and you'll be able to see a little bit better what I'm talking about. Flex, if you could run through another one, I'm gonna kind of talk him through what I'm doing, and then we'll set up for one more and let him get a feel for that.
Okay. What's your fuel state?
I'm at 4.2.
I'm at 4.0.
Yeah, Yeah, we're a little low, but that's not bad.
Ease and low power.
I'm just gonna hang back here.
Ease the ball rolling out.
Watch you guys do your thing.
Well, yeah, just see if you can get closer, like left, so you can see kind of. Because I'm going to talk a little bit about the vertical aspect of this.
Okay.
Good new thing, Flex. Just keep talking. You can interrupt me, Flex.
Adding power. Adding more.
So I'm sawing pretty good right here. Just bringing the powers back and forth until I find that sweet spot. Once I found it, now I can kind of set this. Right here, I start to pull a little bit. See how I kind of matched him now? And then I just try and stay a little high, because I know the G's going to start coming. And see how now I'm settling into that spot?
Right.
And then now, once I've got the pull, I hold my pull, and it's just ever so slight left and right corrections.
Vertical 8-2.
Right here, there's a little thing in the Hornet where I drop.
Power.
Right here, you have to use a little bit of aileron.
Step out upwards. Upwards.
And now here comes a pull. Pull a little bit harder right there.
Stop. Pull.
Got a little deep right there, so just a small correction. Back up. And then hold it here.
Ease the ball.
And then now I found that spot, and I just hold my stick.
Easing the ball.
So the big thing I would say is when he says up, we barely start pulling up like this. Just start barely creeping high on him, so that once he actually does start pulling, you settle back down into that spot. It makes it easier than trying to catch up.
Okay.
If you want to give that a shot.
Yeah, we'll try it again.
Adding a little power.
I'll slide it on boss's
Little.
left wing.
340. Who is poking me? You got a second monitor, Coop?
Hang on, I'll check.
I bet it's Carl.
I don't know, I can't tell. It's only Carl, you, myself, and Kuchar.
It's Carl.
Okay. We'll set up for one more of those and let you get kind of a feel for the things I talked about. Like I said, just kind of start inching your way. Like, I literally just, like, barely move my stick. I just start inch until I hear him say, once he says go, I expect that pull to come.
Right. Yeah, it's just getting the muscle memory of being able to predict this jet every single time.
Yep. So focus on, don't worry about left and right so much on this one. Worry about up and down. Try and stay really, really solid up and down. I don't care if you're, left and right too much. It's one axis at a time.
Okay.
Alright, whenever you're ready.
Let's hit it.
We're good here.
Adding power. Adding a little more power. Come on. Up we go. A little more pull. A little more pull. Power set. Vertical 9-0. Easing power. Easing more power. Step out upwards, upwards. Come up. Hold.
There you go.
Alright, I'm gonna start easing off now. Easing up. Ease the ball. Ease the ball. Smoke off. Coming easy left.
Vertically, that was a lot better.
Yeah,
That was really solid vertically.
Doc's clear. Doc bumped. Doc bumped. Yeah, just that right there is a perfect testament to just show how hard this is.
Let me check your jet flex, see if you're good.
Rolling out. I do a
Oh,
PDA.
Doesn't look like you got any damage.
No, I bumped him a little bit. I'm just gonna level out.
Oh my god, Coop.
What? I do this for a living. No, I'm just looking above your. Let's see. Yeah, you're good. I don't see any.
Go away, Andy Senpai.
Alright, here.
Alright, I'm gonna clear up and to the left. I'm gonna go check what Carl wants.
Yep, I am going to take us back to the airport, set for a pitch up break. Mr. Doc.
All right. I was gonna ask you too, with the pitch up break, what are you pulling up to on the pitch ladder?
Yeah, so I'll kind of demo this real quick. Try and follow behind me on this. Check your boards real quick. And I'll demo this. Just kind of chase me a little bit, if that makes sense. So I'm going to add a lot of power, get up to 400.
Okay.
Alright, so basically my technique is chop it up. So everything you do, put a pause in between it. So like, I pitch, I pause, then I roll, and then I pull. So smoke's coming on. I pitch up to like just under 5, and usually that works well, to where it doesn't allow you to like start getting that wobble too much. So let me ease a little power a little fast, but it's okay. So basically,
And it's to the 1 potato 2 cadence.
yeah, exactly. So I'm gonna drive the level again, kind of show you.
Yep.
So it'll be. I'm not gonna pull. I'm just gonna pitch and roll and show you kind of what that looks like. So it's pitch, roll, and then pull. So everything's really chopped up. Pitch, set, roll, set, pull.
And that's
that way
that's for the
it doesn't
FCS.
jiggle.
Yeah.
Correct. So what it actually looks like is I'll do it in actual speed. It'll be pitch, set, roll, set, pull. And I do a cancel on the roll. So instead of just letting it, instead of pitching and then rolling and letting the jet stop it, I cancel the, so I do a back left aileron roll, if that makes sense.
Right.
Are you familiar with what canceling is?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so I cancel. So I'll go pitch, roll, cancel, and then pull. And that usually gets me to where I don't jiggle for the pitch and break too much.
Just got my bingo fuel warning.
Cool.
Or
Alright,
home
we'll,
fuel.
Head back. Let's see where we're at. Oh wait, I've got it marked as a.
Hey Doc, question.
Shoot.
Did Cujo give you the T-Bird stuff?
He did. And I even asked him, I was like, is this okay, man? You know what I mean? So I have it. I think Thomas knows that I have it as well.
Yeah, Thomas is okay with it.
Okay.
I only asked because it sounds like we might be doing a T-Bird diamond here. I don't know if you wanted to maybe ride shotgun with me.
You mean like right now?
To be honest, I have no idea when. It's probably going to be like an hour or two, something like that.
Okay, yeah, I'll let you know. I have some company over, so.
Alright.
Yeah, I was talking to Cujo too. He wanted to. He really was interested in having me go up with him too. I just wonder how the Viper compares to the Hornet.
Flying the Viper is night and day versus the Hornet. The Hornet, in my opinion, is a lot nicer. Rolling out.
Smoke's still on, right?
Yeah, smoke's on. Actually, let me check. Yours is off. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna turn mine off.
All right,
We'll turn it off.
my smoke's not inverted. I hope again.
Yeah, I see it off right now.
Okay, good.
We'll set up for a picture break.
What is thou speed?
400.
He's left. Bucks, did you see my message about the fight? Are you able to do that tonight?
I did not see your message, but I
On
mean,
in the Discord.
What
Or it's in
you
the diamond chat.
are we doing just regular diamond?
Just read what I put.
I'll read when we get on the ground.
Coming easy, right? 4 or 2. We're 20 miles east The airfield setting up the Delta left, pitch a break. Runway 22 maybe?
Doc. Yeah, my, I know exactly why I'm all over the place. I was way smoother with Thomas the other day.
Well, seems I might be part of the issue because
No.
my flight rating's not very good.
I mean, I'm doing alright.
No, I agree. I think you're doing pretty solid.
Especially because I haven't flown in since you guys started your project.
Yeah, man, and it's just flights like that, you know, 50, 100 times that you start getting used to this thing.
Yeah, absolutely.
Did you play with the YSAT at all in your Axis?
You what?
Did you play with the YSAT at all?
I don't remember how many you left. Oh yeah, definitely.
On the Hornet?
Yeah, I think I'm at 25
Same.
or 20.
Whoa, you brought it down to 25?
Yeah.
Yes, I also did.
Wow. You're not gonna pull.
Not
That's
really.
are you talking about the curve or the saturation?
Oh, I'm talking about the curve.
Saturation.
I didn't touch
I
the
don't know. Let me
saturation.
check what my saturation is. I'll check after this. Coming further left.
I've been using 100, and I'm like, why am I bouncing like a pogo stick? And I just brought it down to 80. And it's like,
Adding willpower. Okay, then it's definitely not. It's 3100, 100. I don't know.
Flex, what do you what setting do you use on the spring?
that's just a default.
Yeah.
He's full. Rolling out. E Delta left. Pitch break. Runway 22.
Doc.
Like, left brake, hit!
Little drive.
Doc, you can brake first. That doesn't matter to me. Typically, the right wing will brake first, but I'll let you do it for the sake of continuity.
He's in her power.
Okay.
He's in a little more power. And you're shooting, Doc, for about 20 knots faster. You're shooting for 20 knots faster than my airspeed. Once we start calling airspeeds for the landing, you want to be about 20 knots faster than me, roughly. Doesn't have to be exact.
Right.
A little pull to level. Center point. Goose working.
Doc's breaking.
Flex braking.
Was it a left brake?
Yep.
Awesome. I brake to the right. Love doing it on stream too. Sick.
It always happens to someone. Alright, just go ahead and try and cycle around. Just kind of extend a little bit and we'll land. 300, smoke off.
Alright, I'm on the right downwind right now.
Yeah, just extend a little bit. 275, something gear flaps. Keep your flaps up.
Flex close up.
We're at the 90, the winds are calm. Double check your 3 in the green. The stagger is left.
Flex.
20 flex.
240 Doc.
User left your
260.
channel.
200.
220 Doc.
240. Doc's gear flaps hook up.
180. Yeah, and just do your
Fair enough.
thing. You don't have to follow our speeds exactly because you're going to be a little bit extended.
Yeah, I'm way far
User
out.
joined your channel.
And 160.
180 Doc.
180.
140 level flex hair angle.
160 Doc.
170.
User
140 all the way
left your
Doc.
channel.
And check smoke.
170.
Alright, looks like you're probably good to turn in if you haven't already.
Yeah, I'm on the right base now.
Raj.
Well, I wish that flight would have went a little bit smoother for the stream, but you know, it's okay.
Well, it is practice, and you know,
Absolutely.
it just takes time and
Also, like, just the fact that every training session I've done has been a right pitch up break. I've never flown a left, you know what I mean?
Yeah, we put you in Sochi most of the time, but to be quite real, that's like one of 2 airports where we predominantly would do a right pub. Traditionally, it's always a left, but it just varies based on what the field and the winds are.
All right. Ducks 140 all the way in.
Oh, I'm so used to it. I don't know what side I'm going on. I'm just gonna go on this side. I was confused of who was behind me for a second.
I don't know. I'm just taking the other side from what you do.
Ducks okay. Well, that sucked.
Hey,
No,
but
like,
you
seriously,
gotta start somewhere.
Well, and for the loop, like the second time after I demoed that, I really legit, there was a lot of vertical improvement on that one, and that's really all it is chipping away at a stone that eventually will, you know, you're just carving something. It takes a while to get the exterior off, but eventually, you know, you're gonna be fine tuning.
Yeah, absolutely. And you know, the crazy thing is that what you guys had to help me understand is you know, even to where I'm flying right now, it takes a lot of skill just to be able to kind of be close. You know what I mean? It's definitely hard.
The thing is, you get a lot of people that even just getting on a tanker is really tough. So
Am I doing boxes or well clear?
yeah, do boxes on the wheel, or fives on the wheels.
Okay.
And to clear time. Keeps around 72%. Brakes now. Better to reach other early.
So I'm turning on the outside of flex.
Correct. Yep, just keep fives on my wheels for now. You'll be good. Landing checks. Flex.
Duck.
Vector, smoke pressure off. Tighten stuff. Reset your trim and safe proceeding. Flex.
Duck.
But we're clearing the approach to parking. For individual left 90s of the shocks. Flex.
Duck.
Nice work, boys.
And then with the turn off, flex is going obviously first on your right or your left, whatever.
What we'll do is just stay where you're at for this left turn, and then once we go right, we'll go well clear, so you'll just go trail behind flex.
Okay.
We're going well clear in this taxiway?
No.
Okay.
No, just stay wing right here, and then we're going well clear on the right turn.
All right, so I'm turning in now. As soon as flex is in there, yep.
And then we'll do left 90.
Little sharp.
This is definitely a winter training number mashup. Ease brakes. Come on, brakes. Flex, you're gonna have to drop back. I kind of goofed this. Ease brakes.
Yeah, drop back just a hair, Doc.
Brakes, come right. Go clear.
Flex. Well clear.
Keep it small for you. Easy brakes.
What was that?
My roommate.
Brakes. He's watching college football.
Dock well clear. He's
Watching
he's
football there.
he's being a degenerate as usual. That's what we call our apartment, Degenerate Island.
That's great. Alright, bye. 6.
Left 90s.
4. Alright, 3. Easy brakes. Let ball brakes. Easy brakes. Kind of left. Okay.
Two, go. Two, go.
We'll stop in this white line. Easy brakes. Nose go on the white line. Let ball brakes. Easy brakes. Brakes.
Look at my hair long.
Yeah, you're right. Look at it.
I am.
Alright.
You got it.
All right.
Good. Alright, let's shut up. Down. If I can, please get up now. Get my ladders. Ladders down. Now.
Whew.
Hey, technically, I'm lined up with the line next to me.
Oh my god.
Surgeons.
Yeah, definitely, later this week, I'll be a lot better when my arm is not feeling like literal jello. It's like that first workout back to,
Channel.
back at the gym. It's just like your body is just done. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Ugh.
I understand what you mean.
All right, so, let me see here. Let me just end the stream and then talk to you guys for a second. All right, guys, thanks for tuning in and hopping on this flight with me and with my buddy Coop and Flex. These guys are truly legends.
Yeah, thanks for streaming the flight. It's good to kind of just help, you know, if other people are interested in learning, you know.
Yeah, absolutely.
How to learn stuff. You know, it's simple. It's a crawl, walk, run.
Yeah, and that's kind
It
of.
just takes time.
I was walking a little bit a couple months ago, and then now I'm back to crawling again. But that's
you know.
it's totally perishable. It's a perishable skill, that's for sure.
Yeah.
So, but all right, I'm gonna shut it down, and thanks again.